The world is gone overrun by beasts for hundreds of years, but tucked away in the mountains, one city stands tall, Glory City, the final monument of hope for humanity. This is where it all begins. Welcome to Holy Orchid Institute. The teacher's a silver-rank demon spiritist from the legendary sacred family. Everyone's losing their minds, but wait, look at the back of the class. Something's about to change. Forget basic fighting. Demon spiritists are the real deal. They merge with spirits to gain insane power. My scarlet flaming fox is gold rank, the teacher boasts, but she has no idea who's sitting in her class. Nie Li just snaps awake. He's dizzy, confused, and staring at his younger self. I'm back, he whispers. The strongest demon spiritist just cheated death and he's ready to rewrite everything. Let's go. Wait, look at his hands. Nie Li's back in his 13-year-old body. I was just fighting the Sage Emperor, he gasps. Did I actually? Reborn? Yo, the legend is back at the start. He looks around and his heart stops. Piao and Zi are alive, and then he sees her, Ziyun. This isn't a dream, he whispers. This time he's saving everyone. It had to be the temporal demon spirit book, but wait, it's gone. Nie Li remembers the horror. Glory City falling, the snow wind beasts, and the absolute chaos. He won't let it happen again. The memories are brutal. One by one, they fell in the desert. We only had each other, he recalls. The threat of death was everywhere. This second chance, it's his only shot at revenge. Happiness was just a fleeting dream. Together, they braved the endless desert, finding strength in each other's smiles. But looking back now, it was already too late. The tragedy had already begun to unfold. Nie Li survived the desert and found the temporal demon spirit book, but Glory City still fell. His family, gone, his brothers, dead. In his final moments, he prayed for just one more chance. The heavens answered. Nie Li is back in his 13-year-old body. I won't let the city fall again, he vows. With his future knowledge, he's about to break every rule in the book. Let's go. Piao is totally creeped out. Get off me, you weirdo, he yells. But Nie Li doesn't care. Seeing his brother alive and well, that's all the motivation he needs to change the future forever. Nie Li eyes Chen Yue, a genius from the sacred family. He scoffs. This snake was engaged to Ziyun before his family betrayed everyone. Now, she barely knows he exists, but he's changing that. Ziyun catches him staring. Weirdo, she mutters. Nie Li just smiles. That temporal demon spirit book is a real miracle. It's his second chance to fix everything starting right now. Ziyun is a legend in the making, a true genius. The sacred family is plotting to use her. They think they've got it all figured out, but Nie Li knows better. Teacher Chen Xiu drops a cold truth. Equality doesn't exist, she explains the ranks, claiming only the elite protect the city. But her very arrogance is about to backfire now. A commoner will always be a commoner, she sneers. She tells them to give up on dreams because status is everything. The class is silent, but Nie Li's blood is boiling. Nie Li looks at Zi, a commoner who fought until the end. Meanwhile, the noble sacred family, the first ones to run, Nie Li growls. Were you? He's not staying quiet anymore. Nie Li stands up, eyes locked on the teacher. I have a question, he says boldly. He asks for proof they're the only survivors left. The whole room just froze. He lists legendary places she's never heard of. If you've never left the mountains, Nie Li smirks. How can you be so sure? She's stuttering and the students are starting to whisper. She's desperate now. What evidence do you have? She shrieks. Nie Li doesn't flinch. He just leans back. Let me tell you a story, teacher. This is getting real good. There was once a frog in a well, Nie Li begins. He thought the sky was only as big as the hole above him. He's calling her out. Talk about savage. The class erupts. A frog in a well, perfect. Even Ziyun looks impressed. Nie Li just took down a teacher, with words alone, but the real trouble is only just beginning. Nie Li drops a truth bomb that shakes the room. Lord Yi Mo was a commoner, he shouts. The legendary hero started from nothing, just like them. The class is absolutely stunned by this revelation. Nie Li smirks, catching her in a lie. Didn't you say it was impossible? You're contradicting yourself, he mocks. Chen Xiu stammers, her face turning red. Lord Yi Mo is the only one in a century to do that, she screams. She's losing her cool fast. Nie Li isn't backing down. Lord Yimo proves that social standing doesn't matter, he declares. Everyone has limitless potential if they have the will. He's inspiring the whole room right now. Shen Ziyu's eyes narrow, her blood boiling as this kid defies her authority in front of everyone. Nie Li just stands there, completely unfazed by her glare. He knows exactly what he's doing. The tension is thick enough to cut. Shen Ziyu snaps, "You're a noble who doesn't know when to quit," she hisses. She looks at him with pure, unfiltered disgust, ready to crush him. "Bronze rank is your limit," she mocks, pointing at his records. She reveals his pathetic stats: Red Soul C, Soul Force 5, this looks bad. The students start whispering, "He's weaker than a commoner," they mutter. They think Nie Li is just acting out because he's inferior. The whole class is turning against him now. The arrogant noble kids sneer. "He's destined for the bottom of society," they laugh. They see him as nothing but trash compared to Ziyun. The disrespect is reaching a breaking point. Shen Ziyu towers over him. "You're weak and no one should heed you," she barks. She's trying to humiliate him in front of his peers, but Nie Li's expression, it's changing into something dangerous. Nie Li fires back. "Is soul force the only thing that matters?" he asks. "You're just preaching to us to hide your own failures. You're covering up your trash character," he yells. He's calling her out for everyone to hear. "Silence," she screams, her face contorted in rage. "Who do you think you are?" Nie Li doesn't flinch. "I'm ashamed to have a teacher like you," he roars back. "This is war. A teacher should build confidence, not destroy it," Nie Li preaches to the class. "I'll become a legend rank and marry the most beautiful girl," he declares. His ambition is absolutely insane. The entire class erupts. Some are laughing, some are stunned, but everyone is looking at Nie Li like he's lost his mind. Can he actually back up those massive words? Let's see. Shen Ziyu starts laughing so hard she can barely breathe. She thinks this is a joke. She points a finger at him, her face twisted in mockery. She's about to tear him down. "That's the funniest joke ever," she cackles. "A brat with a red soul C becoming a legend? Lord Yi Mo was a genius from birth." She's laughing right in his face now. "Focus on studying instead of talking," she sneers, trying to end the conversation right there. Nie Li's eyes burn with determination. "I'll render you speechless one day," he vows. He's not finished yet. "Cultivators challenge the heavens," Nie Li shouts, his voice echoing. "Talent isn't everything. The weak can overcome the strong." He's challenging the very laws of their world. This is getting intense. Nie Li leans in with a confident smirk. "How about a bet, Ms. Shen Ziyu?" he asks. He's laying a trap and she's walking right into it. What is he planning next? "On what?" she asks, her curiosity piqued by his sheer audacity. She can't resist. "I'll reach bronze rank in 2 months or I'll leave the academy," he bets. He's gambling everything. "And if I win, you have to resign," Nie Li demands. The stakes are officially through the roof. He just bet his future against her career. Will she actually take the bait? Shen Ziyu laughs. "You think you'll gain 95 soul force in 2 months? Do you dare to accept?" Nie Li asks, his voice steady. "I accept," she screams. She's fallen right into his hands. It's on. "For your disrespect, you'll stand in the back for 2 months, she orders him. "I hope you don't regret this when you lose," she sneers. She thinks she's already won. Nie Li just laughs. "Me, regret? I hope you don't come crying to me later." The noble kids mock him as he walks back. "Go stand in the corner, legend," they jeer. "Look at him now, he's not even protesting," the students whisper, watching him walk away. Nie Li stands at the back, calm and collected. He's not scared, he's just getting started. Watch out. Lu Piao watches Nie Li, his heart racing. "He's a noble, but he's standing for us. How can I just sit here while he fights for commoners?" he thinks. A fire is igniting. Suddenly, Lu Piao stands up. The chair screeches against the floor as he makes his move. He's not going to let Nie Li stand alone. This is a total game changer. The teacher glares at Lu Piao, shocked that another student would dare to defy her today. "If you love standing so much, be my guest," she snaps. She's losing control of her class. Lu Piao walks to the back with a grin, joining Nie Li. He doesn't care about the punishment. He's choosing loyalty over comfort. What a total legend. Who else will join them? Nie Li grins at his friend. You're joining me too, he asks, clearly impressed by the move. Sitting is boring, this is way more chill, Piao jokes. These two are unstoppable together. Suit yourself, Nie Li laughs. He's found a true ally in this new life. The bond between them is already growing stronger, but the real challenge is just beginning. Get ready. Du Zi watches them from his seat, his eyes wide with respect. He's seeing something he never expected in this classroom. A revolution is brewing right under the teacher's nose. What's next? He risked everything for us commoners, Du Zi realizes. Nie Li is someone we can actually rely on. He's gained their undying support. The journey to the top starts right now, don't blink. The bell rings and the students head back to class. Get moving, the teacher shouts. But Nie Li isn't just a student anymore, he's a man with a mission. And the first step, checking the competition. The results are in. Chen Yue and Xiao Ning'er hit 78, but Ziyun, she's at 86. They'll reach bronze rank in no time, the teacher beams. The class is losing it, but Nie Li is watching closely. Science Soul Realm, she's a legend in the making, the teacher shouts. Nie Li looks at Xiao Ning'er. She was a genius, one of the twin Geminis before the city fell, but her future was dark. In his past life, Ning'er was forced into a marriage she hated and vanished. I'll definitely help her this time, Nie Li vows. Meanwhile, the teacher announces the big test in 2 months. The pressure is on. To hit bronze, you need 100 soul force. Most people stay at red, never reaching the entry level. Green and cyan are extraordinary talents, the teacher explains, but Nie Li knows a secret about those colors. The path to power is strictly divided by birth talent. Chen Yue sneers, a red soul trash like Nie Li thinks he can reach bronze. He's fueled by arrogance and elixirs, but Nie Li just smiles. 2 months, that's plenty of time. The rivalry is officially heating up. Piao leans in. Yo, do you actually like Ziyun? Nie Li doesn't blink. Yeah, his friends are stunned. She's way out of our league, they warn, but Nie Li isn't playing by their rules. Be realistic, she's a science soul genius. Du Zi snaps. He's tired of noble kids chasing girls instead of training. Hey, I only spend half a day thinking of girls, Piao defends. These guys are hilarious. Du Zi facepalms. What did I get myself into? He begs Nie Li to just focus on training. The odds are stacked against them, but Nie Li has a plan that'll change everything for his friends. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing, Nie Li says firmly. His friends promise to back him up no matter what. I'm going to make you both the strongest, he declares. He's not just dreaming big. The future of Glory City starts with these three. Piao is ready to settle for being a fighter. Demon Spiritists are way too hard to become, but Nie Li knows better. A legend fighter can't even touch a black gold spiritist. The gap is massive. So what if we have red soul realms? Nie Li asks. He promises them a way to refine their power. If I become a spiritist, my dad won't beat me, Piao laughs. They're actually doing this. The path to greatness is opening up. No one can stop them now. It's not that troublesome, Nie Li grins. We just need money. Piao flexes his savings to 1,000 coins. He thinks he's rich, but Nie Li is about to drop a reality check that'll break his heart. 2,000? That's nothing, Nie Li scoffs. To reach the top, they'll need millions, no, tens of millions of coins. The boys are absolutely floored. How on earth are they going to get that kind of cash? Nie Li comes from the Heavenly Mark family, a once great clan now struggling to survive. With school fees draining their last coins, the pressure is on. Can Nie Li be the one to bring them back? His family is barely scraping by, selling off businesses just to keep the kids in school. School's out, the bell rings, but Nie Li isn't heading home to rest. He's got a massive plan brewing, and it starts at the market. The market is buzzing. 60,000 coins for this. Merchants shout, hawking rare crystals and snow-wind armor. The prices are absolutely insane, but the gear is top tier. Nie Li's eyes are scanning everything. Wait, 60,000? Nie Li's jaw drops at the price tag. It's bronze rank armor inscribed with powerful snow-wind patterns. Crafted from the blood of a prime snow-wind banshee, perfect for any serious fighter, but Nie Li is looking for something else. Something much more affordable for his current wallet. If bronze costs this much, silver and gold must be astronomical. My allowance is only 500 coins, Nie Li sighs. He needs a way to make bank and fast before he's left behind. Yo, Nie Li, what are you looking for? A voice calls out. Nie Li turns around, completely unbothered by the interruption. It's the one guy he absolutely can't stand. Shen Yue is here to flex and things are about to get heated. Look, Ziyun is right there. Everyone turns to stare. She's stunning, the center of attention. The crowd starts whispering immediately. Nie Li watches her closely. He knows her secret better than anyone. The tension in the air is rising. Shen Yue is about to make his move. I'll take it, wrap this gauntlet up, Shen Yue shouts, throwing money around. The merchant is absolutely thrilled with the sale. Here you go, young master, he bows low. He's showing off for the entire crowd now, but Nie Li isn't impressed by this pathetic flex. He drops 60,000 coins like it's pocket change. HMPH, Shen Yue smirks, acting like a total boss. The girls are swooning. He's so cool, they scream. Nie Li just watches with a cold stare. He sees right through this arrogant act. Wait, is that an interspatial ring? The crowd loses it. He's a total tyrant, throwing money and using rare gear like it's nothing. It's a massive power move to intimidate everyone around. A total silver bullet attack on their pride. Nie Li, just give up, he's rich and handsome. But Nie Li has a secret weapon they can't imagine. Nie Li just chuckles to himself, he's not worried. Ziyun won't fall for that, he knows her heart. She wants real friendship, not flashy, expensive gifts. She doesn't care about money at all, surprisingly. If she likes girls, you're doomed, his friend jokes. All right, time to start the real plan. Nie Li grins. He knows the exact prices of every crossbow and bolt. Piao, go buy 2 crossbows and 500 bolts. How do you know the prices so well, Nie Li? Nie Li just laughs. He's lived this all before, literally. Duzi, come with me, we need black pool grass. They head into the hills to find the ingredients. He picks up some low-level fusing agents as well. It should be right here in these hills. Found it, zoysia grass. The secret ingredient is finally secured. What's with all the weeds, Nie Li? Duzi asks. Nie Li just smirks, keeping his knowledge to himself. Zoysia grass is useless alone, but mixed with black pool, it creates a paralysis effect that's absolutely lethal. Wait, how strong are we talking about here? It's weak on most beasts, almost completely useless, worse than even the lowest grade paralysis agents. But notice how horned sheep never touch this grass. Horned sheep, let's go. Nie Li is ready. Are you an alchemist or something, Nie Li? Unbelievable. Glory City's alchemy is primitive compared to what Nie Li knows. Compared to them, he's practically a god of the craft. I guess you could say I'm pretty good. Amazing, his friends are absolutely stunned by him. He finishes the mixture with expert precision. 6th bottle done, time to hit the training grounds. They arrive at the massive, imposing school gates. This place was built by legends. The scale is breathtaking. Nie Li steps forward, ready to change his entire fate. The hunt of a lifetime is about to begin. Piao, you're late, Nie Li shouts as he arrives. Wait, what on earth are you wearing? He's covered in ridiculous amounts of heavy gear. The guys can't help but start laughing hysterically. It's pure comedy in the middle of a mission, but the real hunt is finally starting now. I told you, just the crossbows, Nie Li facepalms hard. But look at this armor, Piao protests loudly. This is the student hunting ground, low-level beasts only. We're hunting horned sheep. Stay sharp, boys, the hunt is on. Nie Li and his friends are out in the wild. The hunt is on and the stakes are higher than ever. They're tracking something dangerous in the shadows. What's waiting for them? Nie Li breaks it down. Horned sheep are low-level, but mess with their territory and they'll shred you. They're herbivores with a nasty attitude. One wrong move and it's game over. The hunt begins now. Outrageous, Duzi screams as he realizes he's the bait. Nie Li just shrugs while the sheep charges. Shoot it now. This plan is absolutely mental. The plan is simple, stand still, let it trip, then strike. But as that massive beast thunders toward them, staying calm is easier said than done. The tension is suffocating. Will the trap hold? Damn it, the sheep dodges the trap. It's faster than it looks. It moved. Chaos erupts as their perfect plan falls apart instantly. You guys missed? Nie Li's friends are panicking as the sheep goes berserk. There's no time to reload. The beast is closing in fast. It looks absolutely murderous. Can they survive this? Everyone's screaming, but Nie Li is ice cold. He raises his crossbow, eyes locked on the target. One shot is all he gets before they're trampled into the dirt. The moment of truth is here. Click, the bolt flies true, it's a direct hit. The beast stumbles, its momentum failing as the poison takes hold. It's over. The giant falls. Is it dead? They can't believe it. That anesthetic drug Nie Li made worked like a charm. One of the deadliest low-level beasts dropped in seconds, but Nie Li is just getting started. It's a custom mix, Nie Li explains coolly. His friends are floored. His archery is god tier for a 13-year-old. He's showing off a bit too much, but who cares? The results speak for themselves. Now it's time for the payday. They start harvesting horns, fur, crystals. It's all pure profit. We can make thousands in a day. At this rate, their school debts will be gone by morning. No sleep tonight, boys. The grind is real. They don't stop. One after another, the sheep fall. The arrows keep flying, precision in every shot. The forest is their hunting ground. Another one down. The mountain of coins keeps growing. Pure hustle through the night. 120 sheep later, they're sitting on a fortune. 1,200 coins, 400 each. They're rich, but the grind is only just beginning. How long can they keep this up? 7 days of non-stop hunting. The school is baffled. The sheep population is vanishing. Rumors of a tiger are spreading, but the real predators are just 3 kids. The investigation is heating up. They need to be careful now. 16,000 coins total. They're exhausted, but Nie Li isn't done. You guys sleep, he says. I've got other plans. What is this guy cooking up now? The others pass out instantly, but Nie Li is still moving. Something big is about to happen. Nie Li wanders off and spots something unexpected. Is that a human? There's movement in the distance. Someone else is out here in the dead of night. Who could it be? He sees a faint cyan glow. Soul force. Someone is training nearby. They're on the verge of breaking into the bronze rank. But who could it be? The mystery deepens as a new player enters the game. We are back with Nie Li, and the stakes just got real. A legendary genius has returned to the class, and everyone is losing their minds. Who is this mysterious girl appearing now? The rumors are flying. Xiao Ning'er is back. The class is buzzing about the fallen genius who was bedridden for years. Nie Li's interest is piqued. She was a prodigy who vanished 3 years ago. She's starting over from scratch, but man, her story is tragic. What's her secret? But there's a catch. She's engaged to that playboy Shen Fei. Her family is just using her to suck up to the sacred family. Everyone knows he's trash. It's a total mess. And Nie Li is watching it all unfold. Nie Li spots her training late. That sickness is about to break her, he realizes. He knows her fate from his past life. He can't just stand by. He's stepping in right now. He approaches silently, but she's sharp. She senses a presence in the shadows and spins around. She pulls a weapon in a flash. Who's there? She screams. She's not taking any chances with a stalker tonight. Nie Li holds up his hands. Wait, let's talk peacefully. She lowers her guard slightly. He tries to calm her down. She recognizes him instantly. Nie Li, what are you doing here? She demands, but Nie Li turns the question right back. She claims she's training, but Nie Li just laughs it off. I'm just strolling, he jokes. She calls his bluff. She knows they've been hunting sheep. Nie Li realizes she's been watching them too. Man, girls are definitely the most troublesome creatures to deal with. She tries to ignore him and get back to work. I'm practicing, so leave, she says. Nie Li doesn't budge, but Nie Li just stands there, staring. How rude, she snaps. He's analyzing her condition. Why won't this guy just go away already? Nie Li drops a bombshell. At night, don't your feet feel like they're on fire? Her eyes go wide. How do you know that? He just smirks. He knows exactly what's killing her. He explains the Arctic disease, a deadly chill from training at night. She's paralyzed by his accuracy. The diagnosis is grim. If you keep going, you'll literally explode. The truth is terrifying, and she's completely frozen in shock. She clenches her fists, devastated. The pain is real. She's been training like crazy just to escape that forced marriage with Shen Fei. Now her only hope for freedom is killing her. Is this really how it ends? Desperation takes over. She looks at Nie Li with pleading eyes. If you know what it is, you know how to fix it, right? She swallows her pride and begs, please, help me, can he? Nie Li lays out the cure, a specific massage technique and rare herbs. He explains the process. In 1 month, you'll be fully recovered. She's desperate for details. She's never heard of it. But there's a catch. She has to stop training at night. Will she trust him? He asks to see her cultivation technique. She hesitates. He remembers something else. Let me see what you're practicing. She wonders if he's just bluffing her, but something about his confidence is impossible to ignore. She decides to take the risk. What will he find? She hands it over, her heart racing. Here it is. Nie Li takes the scroll, his fingers brushing against hers. The tension is thick as he begins to read. He's about to uncover the city's biggest mistake. Nie Li is disgusted. A noble family practicing this trash? No wonder Glory City fell in his past life. This low-grade technique is a joke to him. He's about to change her life forever. Nie Li is dropping knowledge. Soul spirit changes to heart divinity. She's stunned. True enough, what he said. I don't understand a word. These amendments are complex. He's rewriting the rules. Is she ready for what's next? She can't believe it. His understanding exceeds a Demon Spiritist master. Nie Li's dreaming big. I'll marry Glory City's most beautiful woman. He's definitely got his eyes on the prize. She's blushing hard right now. Is he talking about me? Hey, are you listening? No, nothing. I know the technique, he says, but it requires massage. Things are about to get real. She hesitates for a moment. I don't mind, she shouts. I don't want to be a cripple. Put the scroll away, Nie Li says. You'll recover fast. The treatment begins, and it's not going to be easy. Where are the bruises? He asks. She points to her foot. There's one here. So serious, he mutters. We can fix this fast. But the tension is already through the roof right now. Sit down, he commands her firmly. She's visibly shaking now. Her face is turning bright red. Nie Li sighs. 13-year-olds think way too much. This is where it gets intense. He prepares the technique. I hope we can be friends, she says. I just want to help. I like ye Ziyun. And, she whispers, he starts the technique. Can she handle the pressure? It'll hurt, so endure it. Bam, she gasps in pain. She clenches her teeth hard. She lowers her head. She's a beauty, Nie Li thinks. Something is happening to her body. The tension finally breaks. The pain is turning into an itch, like hundreds of ants crawling. She finally relaxes. I've endured this for months. Thank you, Nie Li, but the treatment isn't over yet. Done, he says. Just rest and you'll be fine. Thank you, she whispers. She hesitates, looking unsure. Something is clearly wrong. Wait, what's wrong? There's more to this than she's letting on. I'm bruised somewhere else, she admits. Where is it? Nie Li realizes why she was bedridden. She stammers. The tension is thick and the stakes just got higher. If it's inconvenient, do you really like ye Ziyun? Yes, he says. Really? Does she like you back? Silence hits the room. Nie Li shakes his head, but he isn't backing down. She will like me, Nie Li declares. She's stunned by his absolute confidence. One-sided love, huh, she teases. He's destined to shine, but she has a secret of her own. If I don't heal, I'll be left behind. She trembles, her fear visible. If it's Nie Li, I can trust him. She makes her choice. She's ready, and there's no turning back now. Ah, a sharp cry rings out as he begins the next treatment. This is the moment that changes everything for her. This is just the beginning of their journey. Nie Li is back and he's not playing around. We're diving deep into the secrets of the soul realm as he starts his path to absolute power. Let's see what he does next. Trust me, I'm a decent guy, Nie Li insists. Ning'er's face is beet red. Isn't this inappropriate? It's for the treatment, Ning'er, no time for modesty. She glares at him, totally speechless. The atmosphere is getting heavy. Can she really trust this guy's intentions? Gulp, the tension is real as Nie Li focuses. He spots something that stops him cold. The color here is way deeper than the rest, he notes. He can't believe it. How has she endured this? This girl is tough, but she's suffering way too much. This is the first time a guy has ever been this close. Her heart is racing, her mind a total blur. She's completely frozen as he continues the intense massage. What is she feeling right now? It's all so confusing. Between her cold family and illness, she's always been alone. But right now, she actually wants to lean on him. Phew, the treatment is finally finishing up, but things between them are about to change forever. Done, Nie Li exhales, finally stepping back. She whispers a soft, thank you, looking away. The silence in the room is heavy. Don't practice at night, he warns her sternly. Rest up and I'll be back in 3 days. I should head out, Nie Li says, standing up. Thank you, Nie Li, I didn't know it was this bad. If you ever need help, I'll go all out. I'll hold you to that. he laughs, waving goodbye. He's making moves and the school won't know what hit them, but is he ready for the consequences of his actions? She watches him leave into the dark woods. She wonders, just who are you, Nie Li? He vanishes into the night, heading home for rest. Snore, but tomorrow the real training begins. Nie Li is playing a dangerous game, but he's winning hearts and power. The legend is just getting started. Don't miss what happens next. Nie Li is back in class, but his mind is miles away. He's already planning his next move to shake up this entire city, but first he has to deal with the local noise. The classroom is buzzing. Everyone's gossiping about the bet Nie Li made with that arrogant teacher. They think he's crazy, but Nie Li doesn't care. He's just waiting for the lecture to start. Ziyun is teaching today, the students groan. All she talks about is nobility. They're stuck in the back again, learning absolutely nothing useful, but the atmosphere is about to shift big time. Just wait for the test, his friends whisper. Once Nie Li hits bronze rank, she's gone. They've already made 16,000 credits thanks to him. Their confidence is peaking, but someone's listening in. What a joke, a bully sneers. That trash reaching bronze rank, the sun would have to rise in the west first. He's laughing now, but he has no idea who he's actually mocking. What's our next move, Nie Li? His friends ask while goofing off, but Nie Li is totally zoned out, staring at Ziyun. He's wondering how to get close to her when things get weird. How do I get her to like me? Nie Li wonders right before a farting bug explodes nearby. Gross, it stinks. His friends yell, but the chaos is interrupted by a sudden shadow. Yo, look who it is! Xiao Ning'er is walking straight toward Nie Li. Did he piss her off? They whisper. That guy is totally screwed. This is about to get intense. Did he do something perverted? The guys wonder. His soul force is only 5. She'll destroy him. Everyone's waiting for the explosion as Ning'er stops right in front of him. The tension is absolutely insane. Should we help? His friends whisper, terrified. We stand no chance. They back away, leaving him alone. Why does he always find trouble? Then she finally speaks up. Xiao Ning'er, Nie Li asks, playing it cool. Needs something. He knows last night was awkward, but her reaction is a total shocker. This is the moment everyone's been waiting for. The class is losing it. A breakfast attack, they scream. Ning'er just approached Nie Li with food. Even Nie Li is stunned. Wait, breakfast? He's caught off guard. The room goes silent. What's her real motive here? Nie Li looks down at the box, his mind racing. This isn't how things went in his past life. He looks up at her, searching for an answer, but the reaction from the crowd is about to get loud. One guy yells, "Am I dreaming?" The class screams, "Breakfast for that trash." Shen Yue is seething. How could she notice him? Nie Li asks, "Can I sit with you?" Why help a nobody? Things are getting intense. Nie Li's friends scramble. Don't sit on me. They chant, say yes, and she finally agrees. She sits down. The cafeteria stops breathing. This is a power move. The atmosphere is chill as they settle in. Ning'er smiles. Lu Piao, you eat too. Lu Piao is ascending. She knows my name, he cries. They dig in. Use chopsticks, barbarian, but what's the catch? The meal ends. Questions are starting. His boys corner him immediately. Spill it. Are you hooking up with her? We're just friends. They don't believe him. She just needs my help, he smirks. But with what? Shen Ziyun is laying down the law. Spirit power activates these, but scrolls are for battle, she explains. Only a fraction of this ancient wisdom survived the catastrophe. The students listen intently to the history, but wait, who's watching from the shadows? The higher-ups are scouting. The God-Saint family's knowledge is top tier, the vice principal notes. They're eyeing geniuses like Ziyun and Ning'er, but one student is about to ruin the entire vibe. We'll start with Saint Fire, Shen Ziyun declares, flexing her family's prestige. There are 66 basic patterns to master. It's a total snooze fest for some, but the lecture is just getting started. The board fills with complex symbols. This is the most powerful bronze inscription, she boasts. Meanwhile, Nie Li is straight up passed out. 7 days without sleep finally caught up, and the teacher is absolutely fuming at the disrespect. Nie Li, you again? Shen Ziyun screams, her face turning red. She can't believe he's disrespecting a VIP like this. She's ready to explode, and the whole class is holding their breath for the fallout. Nie Li blinks, totally unfazed. What do you want? he asks. The class gasps at his boldness. Xiao sneers. Think you know everything? Then explain the inscription on the board. This is about to get very, very interesting. Nie Li squints at the board. It's a low-level fire type, good for boiling water. The class erupts. Xiao is shaking. He just called her family's secret technique a kitchen tool. It's actually 38 methods, not 36, Nie Li corrects her calmly. The laughter dies down instantly. Is he actually serious? He's schooling the teacher, in front of the entire academy. The silence in the room is deafening. You could hear a pin drop as the VIP leans in, eyes wide. Nie Li just flipped the script and nobody knows what's coming next. Xiao's jaw is on the floor. Her perfect lesson just got dismantled by the class delinquent. This isn't just a comeback, it's a total declaration of war. Things are finally heating up. Nie Li drops a knowledge bomb. Those with a deep understanding know this inscription is just two root inscriptions mashed together. He's exposing the sacred family's secrets right now. Some idiot just tweaked a lightning inscription to make this useless thing, Nie Li scoffs. It's actually from the Lightning Flame sacred book. This kid is literally rewriting history. Xiao is losing it. The Lightning Flame sacred book? What? Nonsense, there is no such thing. She's desperate to hide the truth, but the classroom is starting to whisper. Oh, so if you haven't read it, it doesn't exist? Nie Li smirks. Suddenly, Ziyun realizes she has that exact book in her bag. The evidence is right here. Ziyun pulls the dusty book from her bag, her hands slightly trembling as everyone watches. It's in the ancient Blizzard language. I couldn't read it. The truth is finally on the table. The vice principal isn't playing around. Yi Sheng, retrieve a copy from the library immediately. Xiao's face is pure venom as her world starts to crumble around her right now. They're frantically searching through the volumes. Where is it? Volume 7. The tension is thick enough to cut with a knife as they hunt for the proof in the library. Xiao doubles down on the threats. If you fail to find it, I'll report you to the Sacred Judgment Hall. She's betting everything on Nie Li being a liar. I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself, Ms. Shen. Yuan Jiao, flip to page 30 and look at the 6th diagram. Is your family older than this book? I don't think so. Nie Li's thoughts go dark. The sacred family are just egoists drunk on fake fame, claiming they saved the city while hiding a truly disgusting and cowardly secret. In his past life, these heroes abandoned everyone to the demon beasts. They left the gates open and fled like cowards while the city burned. This is personal now. Traitors, I'll tear off your masks for the entire city to see. Nie Li's eyes are burning with a cold, righteous fury. The reckoning for the sacred family starts today. The book flips open and bam, page 30, diagram 6. This is... The vice principal's eyes go wide as he sees the impossible truth right in front of him. The entire room freezes as the vice principal stares at the ancient page in disbelief. Nie Li was right. The proof is undeniable. The sacred family's legacy is a total fraud. Xiao screams slander, but Nie Li isn't backing down for a second. What, are you mad? Your family never admits mistakes, you just push the blame on everyone else. Haha, you clearly don't know the code of conduct for mediums, do you? Fine, perhaps he referenced it, but so what? Rule 161 says you must cite your sources. No original claims allowed. Xiao is stuttering, completely broken as her lies are exposed. Even the vice principal has to admit it. The patterns are way too similar to be a coincidence. The mask is slipping. It uses over half the same roots, the vice principal notes. To claim this was original, that's not just a mistake, it's a blatant lie that shatters their entire legacy. The students are starting to laugh. Maybe the ancestor had his reasons. The mockery is stinging, and Xiao looks like she's about to explode from the humiliation. Damn, the first head was really that kind of person. The whispers are spreading like wildfire. The sacred family's reputation is being dragged through the mud right now. Everyone realizes the truth. Their fame is built on stolen work. They claim to be masters of fire, but they were just masters of plagiarism all along. This is crazy. A moral medium would cite their sources, the students mutter. The contrast between the sacred family and actual respectable masters is becoming painfully clear to everyone in the room. We are a powerful family, you aren't qualified to judge us. It was just an understandable mistake in the notes. Always making excuses, just like when you fled the city. He's even emphasizing the difference in our status. That's a threat. Nie Li sees right through her. She thinks her family's power can hide the truth, but he's just getting started. Nie Li just smirks, hee, he's got her exactly where he wants. Ziyun is seething. Damn you, she screams, totally losing it. She storms off with a sharp asterisk swish asterisk of her robes. The tension is insane. The real power play starts now. I've retrieved the Lightning Flame Sacred Book, the director announces. He opens the ancient tome. The text is dense. He deciphers the inscriptions. It's exactly as Nie Li said. This changes everything. The city's future is at stake. Plagiarism, the sacred family is in for a massive scandal. Even I barely understand this ancient language. How are Nie Li's aptitudes? Lu Yi checks the records. He only has a red soul seal. Is talent everything? What a pity his aptitude is low. Yi Sheng, make him a library attendant. Yes, Yi Sheng complies immediately. Does the Lord intend to protect him? It'll keep him safe from the sacred family's retaliation. The war begins. I'll get my revenge, an instructor threatening a student. Amusing. I'll find you myself, Nie Li retorts. He knows he's still too weak. Rumors fly, the sacred family's reputation is trashed. The fallout is coming. Everyone is stunned as the news breaks. Looks like the engagement between Shen Yue and Yi Ziyun is off. Suddenly, Vice Headmaster Yi Sheng appears. He's not playing games. Expel him, he's a troublemaker. Yi Sheng knows Nie Li is a genius, but he can't ignore the sacred family. I'll consider it. Expulsion is extreme. I refuse to teach him, she screams. Nie Li's move, legendary. Yi Sheng just chuckles. That's not a problem, he scoffs. Shen Ziyun is absolutely fuming. She's way too overbearing just because of her family name. Yi Sheng knows Nie Li's a genius. If he fails, we recruit him anyway. The deal is done and Nie Li's getting paid. Nie Li scores a sweet gig as the library deacon. 300 soul currency for doing basically nothing. Easy money. But the vice principal has no idea how much this move changes everything. Offending the sacred family isn't that bad. Nie Li just shrugs. Who cares? They're skipping class to start the real training. Nie Li looks at his loyal brothers. It's time to level up, but first, a test. Nie Li pulls out 6 brand new soul crystals. A nature test. Again, mine is different, Nie Li says. Unused crystals are the most sensitive. They reveal the truth they've been missing. What else can these test? Your soul sees form and attributes. The boys are absolutely stunned. What's that mean? Keep these close. They'll track your growth, but the cost is staggering. 1,000 currency, we can't take this. They're incredibly hesitant. Nie Li stares them down. Take it or you're not my brothers. Thanks, Nie Li. He's taking them to the top, starting with the first test. With you guys, we'll get things done. Du Zi, you're up first. Du Zi grips the crystal. It begins to glow. 52 soul power, you're fast, but the real secret is absolutely legendary. It's the Tian Lin Thundercloud form, a perfect match for lightning fire. What's that mean? With the right technique, even Red Soul sees are god tier. Nie Li knows better and he's about to prove it. The experts, total layman, even the legends. Du Zi's C is a rare category. With the right spirit, his power will be shocking. Too bad the techniques are lost. Du Zi looks worried, but Nie Li remembers everything. Nie Li is dropping knowledge. He even understands the Holy Scripture. The guys gasp in disbelief. They're desperate for more secrets, leaning in close. Nie Li just laughs. Of course I do. This kid is a total walking cheat code. Nie Li's got options for days. I have 69 chapters of lightning fire techniques, he boasts. He skips the dangerous stuff and finds the perfect match for Du Zi. He analyzes the legendary Tianlin tactics with expert precision. This is top 3 material, he grins, handing over the formula. Mastering the final levels will depend entirely on Du Zi's fate. Du Zi's future just changed forever, but can he actually master it? Du Zi starts chanting the ancient words in Dio. Energy begins to swirl around him like a storm. The power surge is absolutely undeniable. His soul sea is exploding. I can feel it, he shouts, eyes wide. The technique is working instantly. Nie Li's just getting started with these gifts, though. Du Zi is locked in. I'll change my family's fate, he vows fiercely. He looks at Nie Li with pure, unshakable loyalty. I'll remember this favor forever, he says, his voice trembling with emotion. He's making a blood oath right here and now. If I ever hesitate to help you, let heaven strike me down. That's a real brother right there. Nie Li just shrugs it off. Don't say that, we're brothers. But Lu Piao's getting goosebumps. Brothers share everything, he shouts. What about me and my red soul sea, he asks, feeling left out. Nie Li smiles. Everyone's getting a massive power-up today, but what's Lu Piao's secret? Lu Piao steps up, ready to shine. Look at me next. He starts posing, trying to look as cool as possible. Then he starts making the craziest noises. Yeah, he screams, totally losing it. The whole group is just staring in pure, awkward silence. This guy is something else. Nie Li sighs, pathetic, but then he sees something unexpected. Wait, Lu Piao actually has a rare chaos attribute. That's a 1 in 1,000 find. Nie Li is impressed. Try the chaos spirit technique, Nie Li suggests with a smirk. Is it strong? Lu Piao asks, his eyes lighting up. It's top tier and perfect for a lazy guy like Lu Piao. Is it too good to be true? Nie Li warns him about reaching the top level. Lu Piao only wants silver rank. He's aiming way too low. Nie Li just shakes his head. The creator would cry. With this technique, his growth is going to be absolutely insane. Now it's time for the rest of the squad to level up. Nie Li equips everyone with legendary skills. Who else is getting a massive power-up? Nie Li reflects on his past mistakes. He needs the perfect technique for himself this time. He focuses inward, testing his own soul sea for the first time. The room goes quiet as he waits for the result. Wait, the result is so bad he literally spits in shock. The others can't help but laugh. What did he actually see in there? Nie Li knows that having a dream is never simple, but he's determined to make it a reality. He's building an army of geniuses and nothing will stop them now. The journey begins. The sun sets on the library, but the fire in their hearts is just starting to burn. With these legendary techniques, the balance of power is about to shift forever. Stay tuned. Nie Li realizes the truth. No wonder I was so slow, even with the spacetime book. His soul sea is unstable, requiring a specific technique. Heavenly void, battle, no. The heavenly path is the most formidable. He's forging his destiny, but he's not alone. Most only get 1 demon spirit, but this technique, it allows 7. It'll slow him down, but Nie Li doesn't care. Greatness comes with patience. He's building a foundation nobody can touch, and his friends are watching. The boys see him grinding. We can't fall behind. They realize a solid foundation is everything. They're locked in, soul force surging. They ditch class to reach the next level, but how much time has passed? 2 days pass in a flash, testing his power. The meter climbs. Search, 30 points already. Shen Xiu is gonna flip. Back in class, things are tense. Someone is missing Nie Li. Ning'er is distracted. I hope he didn't forget my treatment. She's totally zoning out. Her mind is elsewhere. Does she actually like that guy? She turns away. She knows something they don't, but the teacher is fuming. Shen Xiu is smirking. You really think you can hit 100 in 2 months? Expulsion is your only future, she sneers. She thinks it's impossible to advance, but Nie Li is about to break every rule. Nie Li's bet is the talk of the school. I'll hit 100 soul power in 2 months. Students are skeptical. Even geniuses struggle. Isn't he being too arrogant? I hope he wins, one whispers, but the odds are slim. Nie Li isn't worried. The nobles sneer. He's just a black sheep. Some people just love commoners. Night falls. So full. I'm at 89 soul power. Nie Li. Great, you'll all hit bronze soon, but Nie Li's night is just starting. We need elixirs to go faster. Our speed would be insane. They've only got 10,000 currency left, but elixirs cost a fortune. I'll turn that pocket change into millions, Nie Li grins. He's got a secret appointment tonight. Nie Li needs to treat Ning'er's illness tonight. I'll be fine alone. Don't complain when I leave you in the dust, his friend laughs. You, use your head. Nie Li heads out, but someone else catches his eye. Nie Li walks through the quiet library, the moonlight spilling across the floor. Suddenly, he stops dead in his tracks. There, in the distance, stands the girl of his dreams. Ziyun. Nie Li's heart skips a beat. Seeing her here in this life brings back a flood of memories he thought were lost forever. He can't look away from her. Calm down. How do I approach her without being a creep? Go ahead, I've got things to do. But the exit is that way. Wait, is that? It's Ziyun. Time to make a move. He'll be rejected in minutes, the guys bet. I hope he doesn't get too crushed. She doesn't even look up. Wait, the lightning fire scripture? It's in ancient language. I can't decode it. Then a voice breaks the silence. Interested in the lightning fire scripture? Nie Li asks smoothly. He knows her better than she knows herself. It's too profound, she admits. I can't read it, but Nie Li has the key. She keeps a graceful distance. Shrewd move, the onlookers whisper. It's written in Fengzhou ancient tongue, Nie Li explains. Study the High Jin Kingdom's language first, and then it's simple. He's about to blow her mind. Her eyes go wide. This random student knows things even the masters struggle with. She's completely caught off guard by his knowledge. Is this the start of something legendary? Nie Li's eyes narrow. High Jin Kingdom. He recalls the ancient empires his knowledge impresses. What's next? A warning about unnecessary efforts. Physique matters. A new path. Curiosity sparks. A question. Blizzard category. A surprise. A family secret revealed. Shocking. Family background. A new test. A mysterious concept. Intrigue. An offer to help. A test. A condition. A concern. A refusal. A surprise. A reaction. A surprise rejection. A difficult situation. A new method. A solution. A simple solution. Relief. A revelation. A discovery. An invitation. A meeting. A bold move. A tactic. A call. A friend. A question. Concern. Excitement. A reaction. Admiration. A surprise. A request. A question. A promise. A willingness. A discovery. A revelation. A closer look. A mystery. A problem. A challenge. A realization. A concern. A search. An investigation. A suggestion. A solution. A tragic past. A concern. An offer. A meeting. A discovery. A revelation. A reaction. A surprise. A realization. A concern. A warning. A caution. A discovery. A mystery. A realization. A solution. A revelation. A surprise. A question. A realization. A surprise. A new discovery. Lin Fengzhu Zhu, a silver grade inscription, now a green bronze inscription left incomplete. What's next? Lin Fengzhu Zhu's past revealed, changing the inscription structure. Is this the end? What changes will be made? Searching for a pen. What's next? The silver horn pen appears. The pen is handed over. The touch. A new beginning. Was it intentional? Overthinking. What's the truth? The scene unfolds. Tension builds. The complete inscription revealed. The stable structure. A new path. The inscription's complexity. The next step. Testing. Ziyun and Nie Li collaborate. A promise made. The scene ends. What's next? A meeting set. The day ends. Anticipation builds. The night unfolds. A satisfying conversation. Time to leave. The journey continues. The day ends. Read on. The scene shifts. Shen Yue appears. A question asked. A threat made. The final scene. What's next?